Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last year's national champion, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by... Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. The throw. Got his man. Quick, continues to fight for yards. Turns it on down the left side. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown Tide.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Boise State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started?
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Webb. Got it set up on the outside. Push down for the tackle.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Works the middle. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run play action. The sure hands, it's good. Breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. And the defense, got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking to throw, it's Webb. He's got it down the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Broncos come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He'll throw on third down. It's complete to the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Broncos have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very, very long. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Running to the left. Fights off a defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds a man on the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing They go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Webb. Fires left. A strike downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to keep it in the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
To the air on 2nd down. He's got an open man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Boise State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start to return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. On the option. He'll toss it. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun to give to the back. Find some fresh air. Got enough for the first down. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll give it to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Broncos looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's good. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got the quick pass. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. They punt it away on fourth down. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Webb. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Power football with the run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. And the Broncos looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to take off. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Floats it out in space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in. Touchdown, Broncos! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is They got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Caught. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man on the outside. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Kick is in the air. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Got the back over the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air, it's Webb. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab down the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He gets the pick, but not the pick 6, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the air.
There he goes. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Dropping back, it's Webb. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke it.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Just keep slinging it. Got him downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Broncos trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another team look like that in the rest of this game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Crimson Tide pinned deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And this...
Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for a man. It's Webb. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
And the Broncos back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos. The extra point here would tie the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was out.
He's on the loose. He'll be out of bounds at the 44-yard line, but the big return has him in striking distance already. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got enough for the 1st. Bulldozes his way through. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Boise State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fakes to grab. And he's down after the short completion and did not make it to the 1st down marker. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Rush. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. to work with a first down in the final period. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking deep down the right side. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Grabbed in the middle. It's Levis. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Turns it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the right side. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Got his man quickly. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Got his man in the middle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Broncos with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Webb. He's got him. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Wants to throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Strong, firm tackle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Motion from the back. Quarterback making adjustments. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.